Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now today is a bit different than other videos as today marks my 3-year anniversary of collecting coins. So I wanted to do a sort of bit of a story video today of the journey and the story of myself collecting coins over the last 3 years and how I've gone from no coins at all to what I consider personally a very good collection indeed. So as I say, the story begins about 3 years ago, roughly to this day. So my journey collecting coins. How did I begin? Well, it all started with a coincidence of two things happening at once. That two things being, the first of which, I found a coin or two coins in my change at the same time. I paid for something quite cheap with a £10 note, and they must not have had any £5 notes left, as all of the change, £8 of it, for £2 coins, and two of the four were special £2 coins. I believe it was the DNA £2 coin and the Charles Darwin £2 coin. I got those two together on the same day, and one might stand out, but two definitely stood out to me, and I had a second take at my hand full of coins and thought, there's some special coins here. And I looked into them, and I found the ChangeTaker website, and I, just for a bit of fun, logged in with a random name for some reason. Still got the account there. Just those two. I don't really use ChangeTaker, but those two are on there under Roger. And I sort of, for a bit of fun, had those two coins, and I kept those two coins rather than spending them on other things at the time. Now, a few days later, around the same time, one of my family members actually gave me just a few, about 3 old coins. I do remember this quite well. There was a 1946 penny, an 1863 penny, and one other pre-decimal penny or something like that. Now, after this had happened, I thought, whoa, so I've got some new coins with some special designs on, some older coins. Do I have any more coins? It was quite fun to see these coins. And so what I did was, I found my old wallet that I hadn't used for ages, and lo and behold, in there was £2 coins. But because this was quite a while back when the wallet was used, and 3 years ago from this being found, they were the old round pound coins. And so I found a bit of paper that I had with a Union flag on, and set up a little picture of my whole coin collection, because I knew my friends, the other members of Bits and Bobs, of course, had coin collections. So therefore, I thought, I've got a few coins now. I can send a picture of those coins and see what they think. And in this picture, you will see a few coins that aren't actually coins, including a World War II token and an Elvis Presley token, which I believed at the time were coins. I mean, they're metal discs. That's what a coin is, right? Well, technically, no. It has to have a face value for a legal tender country face value. But I didn't know at the time, like I say, it was early days. I bought a few tokens of things that were quite cool, the colourful World War II one, an Elvis token. I had a few crowns that I had dug out as well. And that was just sort of a first coin collection, like I say, my first sort of go at, showing this is my coin collection. And it wasn't, terribly bad. There's a few good varieties in there that's led down to different avenues of collecting modern coins and old coins. But I have stopped collecting tokens because I do collect coins, not tokens. Well, they very much liked this picture and said, it was a good start. And then I thought, start? Well, that means there's more to come. And there was indeed, as I did just sort of suddenly, just all at once, take off and became a coin collector. I bought just off eBay, starting with old pre-decimal coins. I was, of course, looking for my change. And I started to keep 50p's and £2 that I found, spending more and more cash on sometimes things I didn't even need, just to get change back and see if there's anything cool in there, anything special. And I did get some more of that. And then off eBay, the things I was buying was mainly sort of 25 pre-decimal pennies. And it was mainly, to start with, I did get a few. I got like a mixed batch. It was really exciting for me because there was this eBay seller that did a mixed batch. I think it was for like £10. That she gave you sort of a mixed bag of farthings, threepences, pennies, shillings, florins, all denominations. I had no clue what they were until I got these bags and sort of had a look at them. Started to look through it, and we started to make videos on this channel, Bits and Bobs, showing off some of the earlier cool coins we got. And as I say, I was mainly doing pre-decimal pennies. So it got to the point that I bought a book, an album, a plastic book to put my pennies in, and I then had so many of them that I thought, well, why not look for the dates I don't have and do a little bit of see if I can get all the dates, a date run, which I did do. But I started a penny date run, and then the completionist in me really took over as I thought, well, I've got the penny date run going, but I also got all these other denominations, and I had 3 books at this time. There's also, for some reason, collected normal pennies, just I hoarded them away sort of, and I still do keep any pennies from my change. Then I had a book that was just random sort of coins. So there was a few crowns. I had some old crowns, and I must say, just a real sort of jumble of things I had with all that. Obviously the florins, the threepences, the sixpences, the shillings, the half crowns that I got in those mixed bags that I used to buy. And I thought, well, why not? There's other coins as well as the penny. Why not start to date run all these coins? And so I did. I then began to get different books, and I did say I started with books. I've now expanded into trays because obviously the books react to the metal and turns it all green and nasty, which I found out with more experience. And most of the way I learned, I will say, is through YouTube, watching tons and tons of YouTube videos of different unboxings and like informational videos about old coins, and they actually obviously inspired now Bits and Bobs, because my friends, like I say, the Bits and Bobs team also already collected coins. A story for another day, perhaps. But then we sort of all started, we all collect coins. We watch these videos about coins. Why not make, we had a channel already. We were doing some random stuff on this channel. We thought, why not make it a coin channel, which it is now, of course. Bit of a tangent there, but returning to my coin collection, like I say, I then bought books, and I at one point had many books of coins that I collected. And this started a small competition between me and my friends to see who could get the oldest coin. Now, not from the antique shop actually, but I did buy online right back at the start of collecting when we were sort of early. We got pretty small pennies. But before that, of course, they were introduced in 1860. There are coins before that were minted, like I say, and we also discovered around this time that obviously there were some silver coins. So I bought on eBay an 1837 farthing, the coin you can see now. This is the exact coin as was featured in one of our first ever coin videos on this channel that I still have, and it's not the best coin just in and of itself, but this will be one that I never sell because it's just such a meaningful coin to my collection, as I was so happy. I believe we had little different competitions who has the biggest coin, the shiniest coin, sort of, fun things like that. And I didn't think I had those records, but what I did have, and I do remember, because their oldest coin was from 1860, one of the first bronze pennies, I had the oldest coin on our Bits and Bobs channel, and it was really, really exciting. And I remember I then beat it with a video. I got the 1799 halfpenny, and I was blown away by how old that was. I was going on about the different clothes they were wearing in that time and stuff, just because I was like amazed by the history that coin had. And then I even got, and so did Max as well from Bits and Bobs, we both got cartwheel pennies from 1797, so even a bit older than that. So some great history we had there. But as I said, we also found out that there were silver coins, and here's a little screenshot of my silver totals that I took back in the day, and I had less than an ounce, but I was really pleased with that. That was really exciting to me because I've got silver, not just coins are coins today, and of course not precious metal, and neither were the ones I had so far. But these coins now I started to get actual precious metal coins. Now, because of looking at silver coins and adding silver coins to the date run, because I then decided to go for my date run not just from 1947 or from 1860 for the pennies when there were no silver in the coins, onwards to the end of it, but I decided to expand the silver denominations date run from 1947 back to 1920, now meaning I'd have to get those 27 dates of 50% silver for each coin. And I do think now I've pretty much, in fact I have got now all 50% dates for the collection. And we actually moved and we looked, especially because of videos we were seeing online as well on YouTube, to gold as well. So we all saved up a lot, and we went down to the antique shop and bought our very first gold coins all together. It was quite nice. We went all together, the Bits and Bobs team there, and we bought all a half sovereign each. Now there is a video, of course, on our channel where we show different half sovereigns on our channel. But this was just such a momentous occasion. I remember might sound strange, but I did sit with my half sovereign for quite a bit. If I was just doing something, just sat down doing a bit of work or something like that, I would just have the half sovereign there and I would just look at it every now and then because I was blown away by the true beauty of it. And that's really the sort of evolution of my coin collection. From then it's just been more and more and more. So the only other thing is once I got quite a lot of the way along date running from 1920 to 50% to non-silver, I then extended all my date runs now to, so it's quite crazy now, to sterling silver, 50% silver and non-silver. So pretty much now, I still collect the odd bunk pack, the odd modern coin here and there. I'm mainly focused on sort of 1817 to the end of pre-decimal coins for the date runs. So every single denomination, I've added in a few more, like the groat I wasn't doing for a while. But every single pre-decimal denomination, every single date of that, I'm looking to get for my collection. So a big date run project I'm doing personally. And I still do like to now invest in silver and gold. So I do buy quite a lot of silver just for the silver value. A lot of doubles of dates I have, or like silver Britannias and stuff, like the more bullion side of things. So I do like to buy some silver, as I do personally believe in that is a good investment to have, to add to your sort of portfolio. As with gold as well, I do buy some gold coins, and it was a little goal of mine actually to get a sovereign and a guinea. And I did buy I've got a gold sovereign, and I do have a quarter guinea, so that's kind of done those two main gold denominations of England. And that's about it really. I just date run old coins, and I still, just as much as back then, really do love collecting and adding coins to my collection. It's been really good fun over these last 3 and a bit years, or just about 3 years, depending on when this goes up, is the anniversary when it's uploaded. But yeah, so I think I've come a long way in those years. I still do collect pennies from my change. I've got a big jar of those. I've got, like I say, I've got all of the non-silver coins and all of the 50% from 1920 onwards coins. So for silver, I'm going now for the sterling coins, and then for the bronze coins, there's a few more to add in. There we go. Like I say, if you have enjoyed, then please do leave a big like and subscribe. And please do leave a comment down below how you started coin collecting and how your coin collection has changed since you started up to today. Because I'll be very interested to know sort of your equivalent of the story that I've told today, my personal collection. So there we go. Like I say, one more time, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon on Bits and Bobs. Bye for now.